So the AASHTO Committee on Maintenance, affectionately known as the MaC, Bridge TWG. So if that isn't enough acronyms for you, the TWG, the Bridge TWG, the Committee on Maintenance, basically this is the goals, the AASHTO Committee on Maintenance, and they achieved the goals of the Maintenance Committee through technical working groups. So TWG TWGs. Each TWG has a strategic focus area. They have focus areas that they have to work through, and then some of the TWGs, like the Bridge TWG, are associated with the TSP2 program. So the Bridge TWG has been very active. Most of you probably know or have heard of Jeff Milton. He was the Bridge TWG for a very long time. He is now retired. The other two co-chairs that worked with him are also in the process of retiring, so there is all new leadership. And right now, they are feeling that out. The leadership is in place. Andy Doyle from Georgia DOT is going to chair, and Sarah Sondag, the same one that does the deck preservation group, kind of a rock star. She is one of the vice chairs. There's another vice chair position that had been filled, and that person is now leaving the DOT, so they're in the process of doing that, filling that position. This is some of the stuff that they do. They work with the TSP2 partnership for outreach in the different focus areas. Research statements and needs. Very often, if there are things that come up here, research needs, they will go up through the TWG, and that's kind of a good research liaison. So they can let us know what research is ongoing, and if we have research ideas, we can work it up through them. I know that most of the partnerships send at least one or two people to the bridge or to the Committee on Maintenance meetings. And this year we had a meeting in January where we had just a teleconference meeting with the Bridge TWG leadership and all the partnership chairs to try and kind of help build that and say and try and figure out what should the focus now be, now that we're kind of all new, right? And so that seems like a theme that's ongoing. It's just like our working groups. Sometimes you sit back and you kind of refocus. Where are we now and where do we want to go? What's left to do and what do we want to do better and differently? So they are working on an action plan update. Some of the other partners that they have are the NDESM groups and the BPETG group. These are key strategic focus areas, and these really apply to all of the TWGs at the Maintenance Committee, and then the technical working groups decide how they are going to focus on safety, asset management, environmental issues, workforce development, communication, and research. And so those are the main areas, and how do we do the best job of for the bridge preservation and bridge maintenance side to address those. Again, these are the contacts for the Bridge TWG, Andy Doyle. There is his email address, Sarah Sondag. The West Bridge, I don't know typically who goes from this group, but we all have a place. I will go to these meetings and continue to work with them, and typically, like I said, typically it's either the chair, the past chair, and sometimes more than one from this group that will go there. So if there are things, again, that you think would be good for the TWG to work on and to help focus on, you can reach out to your leadership within the partnership. And that is it. I will go ahead and, Becky, I'm sorry.
The preceding was produced by the National Center for Pavement Preservation. More information can be found on the web at pavementpreservation.org. Additional support provided by Michigan State University.